get them both for just $9.99 each. And it's only for a limited time, all right? We're making you 2 large one-topping pizzas for $9.99 each. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Want a last-minute getaway calls? Answer it. Book last-minute deals on thousands of stays with Vrbo.
Sales event. Current inventory
When
remains
life calls for
unaffected by new
more,
tariffs.
Mazda answers. With
Take
more
advantage of one of these exceptional
more
offers
grit,
during the More to Move You
and
sales
confidence.
event.
The Mazda CX-50, assembled in America, and the Mazda CX-5. Discover more at the Mazda Summer Sales Event.
Having
Current
insurance
inventory
isn't the
remains
same as having
unaffected by
State
new
Farm.
tariffs.
It's like needing the experience of this
Take
trainer.
advantage of one of these
Getting
exceptional
that
offers
trainer.
during the More to Move You sales event.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the experience of this trainer.
Good to go.
But getting that trainer.
Megan Trainer.
I'm all about that brace, no trouble.
Give me your arm.
No, it's not for that.
Who are you?
Patrick, I play football.
This is Patrick, everyone. Give it up for Patrick. He does sports.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
Why is no one clapping?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's Dancing with the Stars. Pump up the jam, pump it up while your feet are thumping.
Your fate is going.
We're just moments away from the third top 10 matchup of this opening weekend in college football. And Canes legend Jimmy Johnson getting the crowd even more fired up. Miami trying to win its 18th straight home opener. They've never lost a season opening game since they moved here to Hard Rock Stadium back in 2008. A lot of those opponents nowhere near as strong as this Notre Dame team. As a matter of fact, they haven't played a ranked opponent in their home opener since Ohio State back in 2011. But both coaches said this is a great way to start the season. They don't want to open with a cupcake. They want to dive right in a meaningful game. And there are plenty of stars on hand to watch. Legends on both sides. Jim Kelly, along with Ray Lewis and Devin Hester. Michael Irvin, as always, on hand to watch the U. They're trying to bring back the glory days here. They thought they were on their way to doing that last season. They started 9-0 and then really struggled down the stretch. We talked about the heyday of this rivalry. This is only the 5th meeting since 1990. The last was in 2017. It was a top 10 matchup. But back in 87, 88, and 89, the winner of this game went on to win the national championship. The Canes in 87 and 89. And Notre Dame in '88. 4th season for Mario Cristobal. Steady improvement with the fan base here in South Florida. Is ready to get back into the national conversation.
Enjoy the game. Let me know if who y'all got with it. I slipped out Notre Dame. You know, just enjoy the stream. Make sure
producer and director's nightmare, the lights off
let me know.
in anticipation of the teams taking the field. They were 9-0. They were number 4 in the country. Looked like they were on their way to the ACC title game and the college football playoff, but lost to Georgia Tech, lost the regular season finale in a shootout at Syracuse, and that cost them their spot in the ACC title game, and they wound up just outside the college football playoff.
And this team, built from the inside out, can absolutely make a run with some of the improvements they've made across the board.
Five national championships for this proud program, but none since 2001. And one of the enduring traditions here, pyrotechnics and a lot of other fanfare as the Canes take the field. It was a defense that struggled last year. They've changed defensive coordinators. They brought in 6 new defensive backs through the portal. That will be a key to their season. Marcus Freeman led Notre Dame to a record 14 wins last year. They went 14-2. Also the single season record for games played in the Notre Dame football program. Won a tough opener under steamy conditions last year at Texas A&M. Had the shocking loss to Northern Illinois. Basically put themselves in a situation where they had to win out, and they did. They won 13 straight games on the way to Atlanta. Marcus Freeman doesn't want to say it, but you get the sense around the Notre Dame program. They believe this team is deeper and more talented.
They have done a great job of backfilling. This team does have tremendous high-end talent and probably a higher ceiling across the board.
Taylor McGregor with Mario Cristobal.
Thank you, Sean. You have an experienced quarterback in Carson Beck, but one who's never played in your system. What do you want to see early from him?
I want to see him be him, the best for him. He's done a great job in camp. He's got to show tonight.
And on the other side, you're going against an inexperienced quarterback. How can you take advantage?
Well, he's got a lot of weapons around him, and they're very systematic. We expect nothing but their best, so we got to be at our best.
Thank you, Coach. Let's go to Molly McGrath with Marcus Freeman.
Coach, how do you help your quarterback, C.J. Carr, be at his best in his first career start and in these wet conditions?
Yeah, we got to take pressure off of him. We got to be able to establish the run game or give him easy access throws. We got to play really good defense. And, you know, what I told him, his best is good enough. Like, just go be you, man. He's a special player, and you don't have to win the game for us. Just do your job.
How do you attack an experienced quarterback like Carson Beck?
You got to try to mix it up on him pre-snap. You got to try to show him different things pre-snap and post-snap, be able to move to something different. But he's a good quarterback. He's going to make some plays. We just got to win the next one.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Sean.
All right, Molly and Taylor, thank you. ACC officiating crew led by Adam Savoie.
Won the toss, elected to defer their option of the second half. Notre Dame will receive on the west end of the field. Good luck.
So C.J. Carr will get on the field immediately. As you might expect on the last day of August in South Florida, it is hot and sticky. We had some tropical downpours here mid-afternoon. The temperature then was up in the low 90s with the feels like over 100. So the rain has cooled it off a little bit. 77, but with very high humidity. Both teams said that wouldn't be a factor. Marcus Freeman said his squad has been focused on hydration for weeks, and he doesn't anticipate a problem here tonight. What do you think C.J. Carr is experiencing right now?
Well, according to the coaches, he's got a tremendous calmness about him.
Let me know
he's been
if y'all
smiling
got
all
down
afternoon.
in the chat.
He feels ready for this moment. Football
again,
family
if
with
anything
football
looks
blood
off, let me
running
know
through
and
his
I'll fix
veins.
it
He'll be
right
ready
away.
to go.
He won a spirited competition. They didn't name him the starter until August 19th, and it was a battle with Kenny Minchie. Marcus Freeman said it really could have gone either way. And the nice thing for Notre Dame, they believe they have two quarterbacks who can lead them to victory every week. C.J. Carr played in just one game last year, took 4 snaps early on in a start, in a relief appearance in a rout at Purdue. Jadarian Price is back deep for the opening kickoff. And it'll be Carter Davis to kick it off. He's a newcomer to the Miami program as a transfer from FAU not far away. Virtually no breeze as this rivalry is renewed. Line drive kickoff blasted through the back of the end zone. So here comes C.J. Carr. He's been dreaming about this moment his whole life. Redshirt freshman, 6'3", 210 from Saline, Michigan, right down the street from Ann Arbor, where his grandfather was a legendary coach. His maternal grandfather, Tom Curtis, was a legendary safety, and his dad, Jason, was a backup quarterback under Lloyd Carr. 4 snaps against Purdue, that's it. He did not attempt to pass. He hurt his elbow, the same injury Carson Beck suffered in a practice in late September and couldn't throw for a couple of months. He has Jeremiah Love in the backfield. He faked it to him, a low throw, and a loss of 2. The catch made by Jordan Faison. And O.J. Frederic, who was a starting corner last year as a freshman, is back out there again to start the game.
And an easy completion to kind of build up the confidence, but an off-target throw from Carr early on.
We asked Mike Denbrock, the coordinator, would they ease C.J. into the game? He said, we'll see how it goes. They do have perhaps the best running back in the country in Jeremiah Love, preseason All-American. Carr will throw it again. They give him another short throw. The tight end, Eli Raridan, lunges forward. He ran into Jacoby Thomas, one of those 6 transfers in the secondary. He's over from Tennessee.
And this will be a game of adjustments for both coaches. And Mike Denbrock isn't 100% certain what Miami's going to do defensively, especially in third down situations. So got to stay on schedule and be willing to make some changes throughout the game.
5-yard gain. 3rd down and 7. 3 straight short passes. Catch and run. And a first down. Great job after the catch by Jordan Faison. They're going to give him all of that spinning, or will they? Now they're bringing the ball back to the 42-yard line for a gain of 14.
And a great job by Faison getting upfield, spinning off of it, bouncing off would-be tacklers, and getting upfield for the conversion.
Homecoming for Faison. He's from Fort Lauderdale. Juggle of the snap by Carr. Here's Faison again. And a problem for Miami last year was poor tackling, and that's a problem again on this opening possession on defense. 15 more for Faison.
So much for answering the question, will they run the ball, take some of the pressure off of the young quarterback? They come out now, throw it several plays in a row, 4 plays in a row, 4 easy completions, and a great job by Faison after the catch.
Played through a leg injury much of last year. They think he'll be a more explosive and dynamic player this season. Here's the first carry for Jeremiah Love. And he got a yard, perhaps 2, to the Miami 42. Here are tonight's impact players brought to you by AutoZone.
And it's Malachi Fields, outside receiver for Notre Dame. Big, physical, and reminds the coaching staff of Michael Floyd, who started here several years ago, and Ruben Bain, defensive end, who can take over the game there at the end of the line of scrimmage for the Canes.
Strong offensive line for Notre Dame against a terrific defensive line for Miami. This game could well be won in the trenches. Carr rolls out, throws, and it's broken up. Trying to get it to Jeremiah Love. Keontae Scott, another transfer. He'll play the nickel position. He's come over from Auburn.
Looked like the throw was just a touch late, which allowed Keontae Scott to use that length to bat the ball away and set up a 3rd and long.
3rd down and 9, likely not in field goal range for their new kicker, Noah Burnett.
Possible 4-down territory, though, so you could run it or throw it if you like your numbers.
Price is the running back. Pressure from Carr. He sidestepped the rush, but still in trouble. Running out of room, and he threw it away.
Well, we just mentioned the impact player of Ruben Bain, and here he is coming off the edge. Just a thing of beauty right around the left tackle, Anthony Knapp. Knapp was kind of held inside. It's a good move by Carr to keep the play alive, but nothing going as he worked to his left, has to throw it away.
And late it was Marquise Lightfoot pursuing C.J. Carr over to the boundary. Bain, in many projections, could be a top 10 pick in the next NFL draft. He's already made his presence known, was frustrated last year by a hamstring injury for most of the year.
Fairlife Ultra Filtered Milk makes every moment better. With 50% more protein and 50% less sugar, plus a creamy taste that makes that smoothie even smoothier. Fairlife.
When the island speaks.
Tiki bar. Water slides. Big pool. And hammock.
It's time to escape to the great life. Ah, now this is the great life on the incredible new Great Stirrup Cake, only with Norwegian Cruise Line.
They say choice is the ultimate luxury, and now it's yours with Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. Choose from the $5 Classic box, loaded with lavish classics, the $7 Supreme box, packed with decadent faves, or the $9 Discovery box, now featuring the indulgent cheesy street chilies.
Oh no, I still get to That's the box. Let me know what y'all think. Like, what's up, and if anything goes
the $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes, only in Taco.
Fresh Pet, healthy food fresh from the fridge.
The Nissan Rogue takes hit after hit. Punished under immense pressure. And exposed to excessive wear. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality. We put it through the worst, so you get its best.
I stand alone with fire inside.
I'm Morgan. I have 3 kids. I have an IQ of 160. This is where he attacked her, and I work with the cops.
You're waiting on me to leave so you can poke around without a warrant, aren't you?
Yeah.
Welcome back to South Florida. Notre Dame and Miami. In the 3rd and final matchup of 2 teams ranked in the AP top 10 this opening weekend. Since the preseason poll debuted in 1950, it's the only time that's ever happened. 3 top 10 matchups. James Rendell on the punt on 4th down and 9 from the Miami 42. Malachi Toney, a true freshman they think is an enormous talent, made a fair catch at the 5-yard line. 37-yard punt. Shannon Dawson with some last words of advice on the play call for Carson Beck. After 5 years in the Georgia program, his first as a redshirt, 2 years as a backup to Stetson Bennett when they won 2 national championships. Then the last 2 as a starter. He's now a Miami Hurricane. Florida native from the Jacksonville area. All the talent you could want. Size at 6'4", 230 pounds. And the coaches both at Georgia and Miami rave about his football IQ. And they're going to put that to use here in Miami, giving him a lot of latitude at the line of scrimmage. Jordan Lyle takes the handoff and gets 5.
Carson Beck last year became the scapegoat a little bit for all the problems that Georgia had offensively, but what people didn't pay enough attention to was how many drops his wide receivers had. They led the Power 4. The inconsistencies in protection along the offensive line and abandoning the run game from time to time. He was not the only problem and is eager to kind of prove that he was going to be the solution now for Miami.
It's a pretty good year when you have a problem. You went 11-2 and won the SEC. His first throw as a cane is on target. Kalen Marion has a first down, his first catch for Miami. A transfer from BYU, and before that he was at UConn.
Great job scanning the field there by Carson Beck, getting backside and hitting the throw.
5 receivers spread the field. C.J. Daniels, another newcomer on his third school, Liberty. 1 year last year at LSU, and now here in Miami, a 5-yard gain.
Not surprising to see Miami utilize a little bit of tempo early in this game. They felt like they could challenge Notre Dame because of the heat and humidity, and that would be a little uncomfortable for that defense. So expect you to utilizing tempo throughout the season.
It was a terrific Notre Dame defense last year. Gave up just 15.5 points per game. A lot of the key contributors back. Jordan Lyle, the part of running back committee. They'll feature 3 running backs, Lyle, Mark Fletcher, and Marty Brown. Lyle got the first down out of the 34.
One area of this team last year that was kind of flying under the radar was how good they were running the football. And I think Jordan Lyle has a chance to become a star. Tremendous open field speed. Reminds you of those great Miami backs there in the 2000s.
And they love to run between the tackles. Mario Cristobal was an offensive lineman back in the late 80s and early 90s at Miami. He likes to pound it. Only Baylor ran between the tackles more often last year. Here comes a blitz. Beck saw it coming, got it off. Joshua Moore the catch. Jalen Stroman, a newcomer from Virginia Tech, made the tackle as the safety for Notre Dame. An 8-yard gain, and they'll go quickly. 2nd down and 2. Beck's 3 for 3. Loves the play action game. Throwing it deep, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to JoJo Trader, and it was Stroman in coverage.
I love the idea on 2nd short too. You're going to come back, probably run it on 3rd down, pick it up. Why not try to take a shot? Throwing it deep over the top to a playmaker in Marion who can go 22 miles an hour on the field. Their deep threat just a little bit too deep from Carson Beck.
He can make all the throws. Coaches rave about his touch, short and intermediate, and his accuracy down the field. Lyle's the running back on 3rd down and 2. Malachi Toney, the motion man. And it's that stout defensive front for Notre Dame that stands up. Boubacar Traore, the sophomore from Boston, who missed most of last year due to injury. A big play for the new defensive coordinator, Chris Ash.
This is a great play by Traore on the right side. They try to get a zone read. They have some movement going from right to left, thinking it would hold him out wide. He is not fooled, however. He crashes down immediately and makes the play in the backfield.
Marcus Freeman raved about the talent of the ends, Traore and Bryce Young at the other end. He thinks they could both be 1st-round picks someday. Jordan Faison takes the punt from Dylan Joyce. And he's dragged down at the 13-yard line. Raul Aguirre made the tackle after an 8-yard return of a 43-yard punt. Big stop on 3rd down for the new look Notre Dame defense. No score, 7 gone by.
I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I'm always scouting for full-time fans. Check out this year's recruits. The teen transfer, married into the team, but acts like he's married to the team. The playmaker can get the ball through the uprights without setting foot on a field. The early season hopeful doesn't hope that this is her team's year, knows so. These fans deserve a Modelo, because football isn't really football without you.
This game has gotten out of control. All the money, the unpredictability. It's time we instate a commissioner.
Introducing the commissioner of coverage, the Aflac Duck.
Commish, when health insurance falls short, who pays you cash to help with your medical bills?
Aflac. The commissioner has spoken.
I love that duck.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover with
Aflac, an official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
Y'all can ask about it at work.
When the odds are deemed impossible, the mission falls to him.
I need you to trust me one last time.
Mission Impossible. Buy it on digital now.
Popeye's wings are now spicy and mild. If Popeyes can make better wings, I can be better Mayfield.
A real gentleman would share those wings.
Let's just get across the street. Spicy and mild, sauced and dry rubbed, better. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Even when U.S. soccer star Mallory Swanson isn't on the field, she always makes the perfect play. With a Bank of America customized cash rewards Visa card, she'll earn 6% cash back in the category of her choice, like online shopping, for the first year from account opening.
When my hair started thinning, I didn't want to hear the wisecracks.
I was ignoring my hair because I was a full-time working mother, but luckily I found Nutrafol.
My hair was getting stronger and thicker.
I finally feel like myself again.
Get growing at Nutrafol.com.
Check their new game day fit. Oh, snap! DirecTV got hot.
That's right. DirecTV is flexing with all those pro and college games at your fingertips. This ain't your dad's cable, son. It's Couture.
Okay, thank you so much. I was about to say that. It's Couture.
This is Buick, now. Buick, exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR on these 2025 Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get up to $3,000 allowance on Encore GX.
ABC College Football Primetime is sponsored by Modelo, proud sponsor of the College Football Playoff. Modelo now recruiting full-time fans. And the fans here at Hard Rock Stadium getting rained on. Recent renovations have covered some of the seats, but not all of them. The light rain has been falling throughout. Mike Denbrock clearly wanted to get C.J. Carr off to a good start. They threw 6 passes, just 1 run on the opening possession. Likely to lean now, you would think, on Jeremiah Love. But not on this play. It's another quick pop. That's a Malachi Fields, who lost the football, knocked out by Justin Scott. And Miami has the first turnover of the game. Jacoby Thomas recovered it.
Looked like that ball was starting to come out. It is right there off the left hip as a result of that big collision from Scott. Did he secure possession is something they'll also look at, but it does look like ball is just starting to slide out before his backside is down on the ground. Let's take a look right here. Oh, right knee down, but where's the ball at that point? Looks like it's already moving.
So an immediate big play by Thomas, one of those 6 defensive backs who came in the transfer portal. It was Justin Scott who knocked it out. And he played in 11 games last year as a backup as a freshman. The play stands as called, and Miami in great shape at the Notre Dame 24. Carson Beck 3 out of 4 in the opening drive. Throwing with a lot of contact. Malachi Toney, the intended receiver, and Christian Gray had the coverage.
This game will be a game of cat and mouse Notre Dame last year played more man coverage than anybody. They went zone on the first drive. Here on the first play of the second drive after sudden change, it's man-to-man. Tony's supposed to be their guy. A little bit of contact down the stretch. You see that left hand on the hip as well. Hard to see it, though, with that white glove on the white pants shot.
So 2nd and 10. Jordan Lyle just had his ankle taped back into the game for Miami. He gets spun around for no gain. Perhaps one. Gabriel Rubio and Joshua Burnham in there. Part of the veteran defensive line. They lost Riley Mills and Howard Cross in the middle. But they have a lot of veteran talent returning as Chris Ash takes over for Al Golden, who went back to the NFL this season as the new defensive coordinator for the Cincinnati Bengals.
What will Chris Ash do here? Will he heat up the veteran quarterback, see if they can knock Miami out of field goal range? If you're Carson Beck, you can't take a sack.
As we said, he has a lot of latitude at the line of scrimmage, and he's using it. Given a clean pocket, throws, low throw, but a catch made by Keelan Marion. And it's an 8-yard gain. They're just short of the first down, and Mario Cristobal's going to go for it.
This is a beautiful route by Marion, who gets the separation against the best corner in college football in Leonard Moore. Mario Cristobal with that imposing offensive line can probably anticipate a north-south run right here on 4th and short.
Mark Fletcher is the running back, a 225-pounder. They do pound the rock, as you would expect from a Mario Cristobal team, and it's a first down. They really like their offensive line. They have a new center, James Brockermeyer, over after 1 year at TCU and 3 prior to that at Alabama.
And this is ridiculous. Look at Maui Noah and the movement that he gets off the right side, and the amount of displaced gold helmets off the charts. When they run short yardage behind Maui Noah and Inez Cooper, the right guard, not many teams can hold up at the point of attack.
Both were all ACC last year. Fletcher, nice cut inside the 10 and stacked up around the 8-yard line. Jake Bowen in on the stop. He's become the leader of this Notre Dame defense. Bowen's taken over the green dot. He'll be in communication with Chris Ash through the headset. Now that Jack Kaiser, after 70 games at Notre Dame, is in the NFL with Jacksonville. On 2nd and 5, a little hesitation on the handoff, and Fletcher's knocked back by Kingston Viliamu Asa. Loss of 3.
So far, a great stand for this Notre Dame defense. Getting off the field here, holding Miami to just 3 points would be a massive moral victory. They've run man coverage these last couple plays. I would anticipate man coverage again. If you're Miami, you probably want to create a pick or a rub to get some separation and get a guy running in space.
They send a 3-receiver bunch to the right of Carson Beck. Mark Fletcher's the running back on 3rd and 8 from the 10. Pressure, and the pass is batted down and incomplete. Jared Dawson batted it out of the air. They don't go to the transfer portal often, but he's a newcomer from Louisville.
And they bring the pressure right up the middle. They're trying to get that rub and pick that we just talked about with a mesh concept. 2 shallow crosses underneath. You can create some natural pressure on the defense by running guys close together. However, the pass rush was too much, and a great job by Notre Dame's defense.
Here's Carter Davis, the newcomer. Those career numbers not good. They were at FAU. He won a battle with Bert Auburn, a transfer from Texas, to be the kicker. And trouble with the snap. Picked up by Dylan Joyce, who's the punter, and he's knocked out of bounds. Lamarcus Freeman's special teams were fantastic last year, but this time they had help from Miami.
And this snap just low and outside, almost rolls it back. It was an okay job by Joyce trying to corral it, couldn't do it, calls the fire. And a massive moment for Notre Dame defensively. Marcus Freeman's got to love what he sees.
The fumble does not hurt Notre Dame.
What I have uncovered is insane. Hidden tunnels, some freaky stuff, stolen art.
I don't know how it all connects, but until I do, I'll bluff.
You're sniffing at the wrong hole.
Oh, I'm sniffing at the right hole. And it stinks.
FX is the lowdown.
Don't die. Don't get killed.
Premieres September 23rd on FX. Stream on Hulu.
Michelin innovates on the road and far beyond by manufacturing prosthetic leg belts that allow for greater flexibility of movement. Michelin, motion for life.
On Medicare, living with diabetes, progress is having your coffee like you like it. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor is covered by Medicare for more people managing diabetes with insulin. This is progress. Ask your doctor today.
With DoorDash Streaks, you rack up weekly discounts, so you win every week. But so much winning energy can be a lot. Win every week with DoorDash Streaks. Opt in, order every Saturday, build the savings.
Where's the beer guy? Bud Light here? Bud Light here? Bud Light here? Bud Light where? Bud Light here! I missed that because of you.
Hey, got your Bud Light.
Oh, nice. Never mind. Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light.
Hey, back off, Smasher. Listen, you might be made a hand smash Angus beef patties, but Darlene's with me. Let's go, Darlene.
The QB1 of burgers.
This season on Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Yes, college football is back.
Our lives finally have meaning again.
After a really long offseason.
Look, our QB's on the draft slide.
Whoa! Oh, he's going. To where? Not where he expected.
Everything will be questioned.
What is this place?
Don't they know it's Saturday?
Everything.
College football is changing.
The Dr. Pepper flavors, too.
It's all connected.
Fansville Season 8.
I don't think I've ever seen someone slide so far.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
Labor Day savings are happening now at the Home Depot. So turn your projects into labors of love.
I'm loving these fall colors.
I love what you did with the place.
So what are you working on?
Shop Labor Day savings at the Home Depot, now through September 3rd.
Americans, we can do anything we want, except one thing. We just can't stop being American. So get out there, take your swing, rev your engines and let freedom ring, and never, ever, ever stop being American. Nothing stops America, and nothing stops Ram.
Right now, during the Ram Make This the Summer event, get 10% below MSRP or get 1.9% financing for 72 months on select 2025 Ram 1500 models.
From Hollywood, it's Dancing with the Stars, Tuesday, September 16th.
Welcome back to Miami, the third and final matchup of this opening weekend between top 10 teams. The previous two matchups were low scoring. Texas over Ohio State, LSU over Clemson. LSU scored the most points of the four, only 17. And so far, nothing on the board here. Notre Dame's defense rallied after an Irish turnover. Here is Jeremiah Love, just his second carry. And he rolls out for an 8-yard gain. Here's Molly.
Well, Sean, quarterback C.J. Carr showing leadership on the sideline. He went right up to wide receiver Malachi Fields after that fumble, said, "I trust you. I'm coming right back to you." And Carr may be a redshirt freshman, but he commands this sideline. You can tell this team respects and loves him.
He's obviously grown up around it. Love again. Did not get the first down. Keem Mesidor and Ruben Bain, those two tremendous defensive ends in on the play.
And this will be an interesting down for the Notre Dame offense, because in 3rd and short last year, you knew where it was going. It was Riley Leonard with some type of quarterback run. Now, without the element of the quarterback's legs, what will they do in short yardage situations for Mike Denbrock?
They went for it a lot on 4th down last year, largely because, as Marcus Freeman said, Riley Leonard could just fall forward and get first downs. C.J. Carr gets blasted behind the line of scrimmage by Big David Blade Jr., a transfer from Louisiana Tech. Welcome to college football, as he ran into 6'4" and 308 pounds.
And it's just a bust by the right guard. He's got to block that nose. That nose just shoots right up the middle, and he whiffs completely. He's blocking the wrong guy, and that's the young freshman Gertie Lambert, who's got a lot of talent, but clearly not on the same page with his center there. And the unblocked defender Blay makes the play in the backfield.
They watched Blay play last year against Arkansas with a dominant performance, and Mario Cristobal said he was a must-get in the portal. Rendell punts. And Malachi Toney, a fair catch. He's saying, hey, they were too close, but there is no flag, a 43-yard punt. Let's check into the studio. Here's Kevin Nagandi.
Sean, good evening. Our multi-view is showcasing a handful of events, including the round of 16 of the U.S. Open, Phillies Braves at the Bank, and college football across our networks. You can experience it all on the new ESPN app. Back to you and Greg.
All right, Kevin, thank you. Score here, 1:46 to go in the opening quarter. Carson Beck 4 out of 7 in his Miami debut for 35 yards. Just 41 yards of total offense for a unit that led the country last year in total offense. 5:37 a game. Fletcher bouncing off would-be tacklers. Don Schuler, a rare missed tackle at the safety spot, and it wound up going for 15.
Right guard there, Inez Cooper, just absolutely mauling this defensive tackle. I mean, watch him go for a ride, and they run right behind him. Big movement, goodness gracious, displaced 5 or 6 yards, and the big body Fletcher gets downhill.
Luke Talich had a chance to make the tackle as well, and did not. They'll pound it between the tackles again. You said it earlier, the run game was undersold last year nationally because of the great success Cam Ward had throwing it, but 76% of the time when they run, it's between the tackles. Only Baylor did it more often.
It's remarkable. It's a testament to their offensive line, because Cam Ward was not a guy that was going to run it a ton, so they're getting movement at the point. The other thing that's amazing is, you'd be shocked to know this, that Miami actually averaged more yards per carry than Notre Dame last year, who's known for their run game.
They averaged 5.7. High snap that might have thrown off the whole operation. Tried a quick screen to Keelan Marion. Carson Beck letting everybody know the snap was high.
I'm sure the center loves that.
No. And the throw was a little low. Still catchable, but wasn't going to go very far. What a kickoff week this has been, presented by Modelo. Shades of yesteryear here. Notre Dame and Miami in a meaningful season opener. The Hurricanes are 0 for 3 on 3rd down. They were best in the country last year, 56% plus. Back, here's Malachi Toney. First down inside the Notre Dame 40. Well, he's a true freshman. They told us they weren't sure how much he would play. He is playing a lot.
And how about this route? Look at the quickness in and out of the break. Inside, back, outside. Remember, you know you're going to get man when you're playing the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And when you have a guy with that much sudden change ability and quickness, it's tough to cover.
He's not very big, 5'11", about 180. Here he comes again. And another first down inside the 30. We spoke to Carson Beck and Shannon Dawson during the week. They said, we don't want to build him up too much, but he's an incredibly talented guy. Carson Beck said he's going to watch him play in the NFL someday. The end of the first quarter. Notre Dame and Miami, 6 versus 10. No score.
We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Let's just get one of everything.
Everything.
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back. Yes, chef!
This is so nice.
3% cash back on chicken.
Yes, chef!
3% cash back on risotto.
Yes, chef!
Where's my fish?
Here, chef!
Had a feeling you want to earn 3% cash back on dessert.
Sorry, chef.
What's in your wallet?
At AT&T, we guarantee our network, so you can watch the game together, even when you're away.
Here we go, man. We got it. We got it.
Yes, yes, yes! Go, go, go! Go, 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 go! Yes!
My wife is having a baby!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. That's all part of the AT&T guarantee.
Let me tell you about this new pretzel cheddar club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. When I add the Dijon mustard to this pretzel bun, it takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
I'm not really one for the spotlight, but there is some gravy to be had. You know, I always seem to get primo parking. But you don't have to be a VIP to get more than just savings with Geico. Every customer gets tip-top service with 24/7 fast, friendly claim support.
I never do this, but could I get a picture?
Yeah, it's not like you run into animal celebrities every day.
Stop. It's Doug the Pug! Doug! Doug!
I stand corrected.
I literally never do this.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Let's kick it off.
Did you miss me, Guillermo?
It's the final test.
Money or love? I don't know where I'm at. I literally can't breathe.
The Bachelor in Paradise season finale on a special night Tuesday on ABC.
You're watching Kickoff Week, presented by Modelo.
Start of the second quarter here on a humid night in South Florida, no score. Sean McDonough with Greg McElroy. Molly McGrath is on the Notre Dame sideline. We welcome Taylor McGregor on the Miami sideline. If your last name doesn't start with MG, you cannot work on this crew. That's apparently.
Well said. Yeah, we are definitely in line with the MC squad.
1st and 10, Miami at the Notre Dame 28. Here's Jordan Lyle. Grabbed around the legs by Jaden Osbury. They did lose Jack Kaiser, but Chris Ash loves the linebacker core with Osbury, Jalen Sneed, Drake Bowen, and Viliamu Asa, among others.
Very physical and violent linebacker core across the board. Really complement each other's skill, and they're really paying attention in the backfield with the success that Miami had in the first quarter running the football.
Question was, how much would Chris Ash change after Notre Dame played great defense last year under Al Golden? Bringing some of his own ideas. Back throw, single coverage, batted away. Good coverage by Christian Gray on JoJo Trader, and now Gray stays down.
That is not good for Notre Dame. Cornerback tandem as good as any in the sport. And the one concern they have defensively is how young they get at corner in the event in which their top two go down.
You know, they love their depth everywhere on defense except at the cornerback position. Well, Marcus Freeman and Chris Ash said that last night. Hurt on the landing, it seems.
Bring it in, Old Dominion! We know that it takes hard work to be the best in the game. It starts up front with protection. Then we work as a team to be on time every time.
Now that's the best in the game. No playoff needed. Old Dominion Freight Line.
We're kicking off game day with a Twisted Tea drop. We're surprising real Twisted Tea fans who love the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
At Burger King, we don't listen to celebrities. We listen to you. Your next creation is here. The Crispy Onion Whopper. It's got the crisp, the crunch, the bacon, and it's imagined by you. Try the latest in the Whopper by You series today.
It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds now on sale. So you could take home our coolest deal. Up to 50% off our limited edition smart bed, plus free premium delivery when you add an adjustable base. Only at Sleep Number.
Real strength isn't pushing through pain. It's treating it. When there's no pain, there's more gain. Advil targets pain caused by inflammation for fast, strong relief. Advil, that's real strength.
We are back, and the lineup is stacked.
Marie, I need your help. Project Odessa. I need you to stop it.
The time has come.
Bless your hearts and hold on to your butts.
What just happened? Like, what is even happening right now?
Sophomore year is gonna be lit.
So, what do you guys think?
Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with those windows.
Anderson makes it easy. They are the #1 trusted window and door brand.
Oh, I love those windows.
They're built to last.
Gorgeous windows. What a difference.
Anderson. Gosh, I love those windows.
They're magnificent.
You know, in a world where a lot can go wrong, trust your home to Anderson. I trust them. I trust them more.
Ready-to-eat meal delivery services are not created equal. At Factor, it's personal. Everything is done from scratch every single day. Nutrition and flavor is first and foremost when we create any dish.
Sign up for Factor today and get 50% off your first box at factormeals.com.
The Roses is the can't-miss comedy of the summer.
Getting away!
Benedict Cumberbatch, Olivia Colman, Andy Samberg, Allison Janney, and Kate McKinnon.
Oh, these people.
The Roses, rated R, based on the War of the Roses. Now in theaters.
Christian Gray's gone off the field. As you can see, he's already playing with a brace on his left shoulder. But when he made it to the sideline, the medical crew was really looking at his neck and throat, poking around in those areas. But he's out for at least one play. And Mark Zachary, the fourth, a true freshman, is in for Gray.
And the veteran quarterback knows that, so if I'm Carson Beck, I'm thinking of taking a shot right at that young freshman and challenging him on his first college snap.
He's covering C.J. Daniels at the bottom of your screen under pressure from Billy Amuasa. And it is caught! Malachi Tony! A touchdown! There's a new star in Miami. Miami, and he's Malachi Tony. 3 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown on that drive, and Carson Beck has thrown his first touchdown pass for the U, capping a 70-yard, 8-play drive. Extra point up and good by Carter Davis. They took advantage of another inexperienced defender, Carson Hobbs, in coverage.
And just a great job by Tony, seeing his quarterback move off the spot. Look at how he flattens the route, comes back to the ball, secures the catch, and scores it. And how about Carson Beck? Just a great job moving in the pocket. Slide to your left, eyes downfield, throw a fadeaway jumper, and drop it in the bucket to the talented true freshman. Tremendous poise there by Carson with the delivery.
The reaction for Carson Beck, such a frustrating season a year ago. Loves his new surroundings, comfortable with his teammates. And Carson Hobbs played very little last year. Sophomore from Cincinnati, beat on the play. So the lead for Miami. They scored in the first quarter in every game last season. And it took them almost a minute in the second quarter to score for the first time this season. Carter Davis to kick off. Jadarian Price deepest. They lost a terrific returner, Jaden Harrison, to graduation. So Price getting the chance. He did bring one back for a touchdown against USC 2 years ago. He reached only the 15-yard line that time. Here's Taylor McGregor.
Sean, Carson Beck, and Malachi Tony, you could tell, had a handshake that was pre-planned. But Beck looked at him and said, I told you. And he did tell him, because when we were on a call with him this week, he lit up when we asked him about Malachi Tony. He said he has the chance to be one of the best I've ever played with.
Yeah, both he and Shannon Dawson prefaced their comments about Tony. They said, well, I don't want to overhype it, but he's one of the most talented guys who've ever been around. And you noted how he altered the route. That's one of the little things for a true freshman that Shannon Dawson talked about. You know, he just has a sense of how to play football beyond what you would expect.
Great feel.
So C.J. Carr under duress out in the flat. Jeremiah Love run down by Popo Aguirre after a 3-yard gain. They plan to get Love more involved in the passing game this year.
That's in an effort to get him in one-on-one situations where he's so good after contact. They have got to find more opportunities for space. So far, Miami, their defensive line is winning up front.
Only 3 carries so far for Love. Here's the 4th. He rushed for over 1,100 yards last year, the 21st 1,000-yard season in Notre Dame history. This Miami defense, coordinated by Corey Heatherman, 41 years old, last year in Minnesota, 1 year there as the defensive coordinator, trying to simplify things. They had too many busts in communication and busted assignments last year.
They're pretty simple on third down, though. If you watch Minnesota, you see a lot of man coverage, one-on-one lockdown coverage when you get to third and medium.
3-man rush. They still get near. Carr, and the throw is errant. Trying to get it to Jaden Greathouse. Keontae Scott had the coverage. And so far, so good for the new Miami D.
And this is man coverage from Heatherman. They try to get a little bit of a rub, just a natural pick, but Ruben Bain so far is winning that matchup against Anthony Knapp. He bull rushes into Carr's lap, forces the throw to go just a little bit outside, and Heatherman's defense been up to the task so far.
He led a terrific defense at University of Minnesota last year. Rendell's punt. Here's Malachi Tony with a fair catch at the 34-yard line, a 45-yard punt. Tony the star here in South Florida with the Canes off to a 7-0 lead.
I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I reward full-time fans. Check out this recruit. The early season hopeful doesn't hope that this is her team's year. Knows so. This full-time fan deserves a Modelo.
Weight Loss by Hims includes personalized treatment plans with options like GLP-1 injections or oral medication kits designed to help you lose weight so you can gain confidence and feel healthy. Plus, get guidance on nutrition, movement, sleep, hydration, and answers when you need them, 100% online. With Weight Loss by Hims, you have so much to lose and even more to gain. GLP-1 injections starting at $199 a month. Get started today at hims.com.
Rollback just dropped their licensed game day collection. Polos, hoodies, Q-zips, custom designed for your school. On game days, we wear Rollback, period.
It's football season, and no matter who you cheer for, we all agree how much college sports mean to us. But it's at risk. Dramatic changes are causing nearly every athletic department in America to operate in the red, forcing cuts, putting women's sports and Olympic dreams in immediate danger. The solution? Congress must modernize the Sports Broadcasting Act. That single change will generate the funding needed to protect all sports at all schools. Let's save college sports before the clock runs out.
We're here for our convertible?
How about an SUV?
Want to get out of here? Hier ist das Schiebedach.
Und hier ist die Sonnencreme.
Okay, let's move on.
Where are those trucks?
We're right here.
Whatever it is, we're here for it.
Yep, still here.
This is Rachel. She just started college a week ago, and she's already homesick. Google can't turn Indiana into Arizona, but it can help.
My dorm room is bleak. What are some things I can do to help it feel Southwestern desert, but cute, not cheesy?
Brightening up your room won't fix everything.
Ooh.
But when you need your home away from home to feel just a little more like home,
Wow.
just ask Google.
ABC College Football Primetime is presented by Modelo, the mark of a fighter. And in part by Hims, healthcare designed for you and delivered to your door.
12:33 to go in the second quarter here at Hard Rock Stadium. Miami leads 7-0. Carson Beck, a 28-yard touchdown pass to the freshman Malachi Toney. And the Canes have the ball again from their own 34-yard line. Christian Gray is back on the field at cornerback for the Notre Dame defense. Beck 7 out of 12 for 87 yards. The handoff to Mark Fletcher. Staggers ahead for about 3. Carson Beck started last season off a 13-1 first year at Georgia as the starting quarterback. Preseason first team All-American, one of the leading contenders. I thought he was the favorite to win the Heisman Trophy. Played nowhere near like that. A lot of reasons why, as you said before. We asked him, do you feel like you need to reestablish yourself? He said, no. I still believe I know I'm one of the best players in college football.
He's playing really confident and poised tonight.
They bring pressure toward him. He gets it away, and it's incomplete. Off Joshua Moore with Christian Gray in coverage.